How about we start this week off with showing you who the #1 team in the American League was this week? These guys!
You got a diamond, you got 9 men, got a hat and a bat, and that's not all. You got the bleachers, got 'em from spring till fall. You got a dog and a drink and the umpire's call. What do you want? Let's play ball. Is that a fly ball or is it a seagull coming in from the lake just to catch the game? It's the last inning, our guys are winning. Dave's put down a smoker, a strike, and you got no doubt. What do you want? Let's play ball. Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball.
All of his life, Lenny from Cape Breton had heard the great stories of an amazing family tradition. It seems that his father, grandfather, and great-grandfather had all been able to walk on water on their 19th birthday. On that day, they'd walk across the lake to the boat club for their first ever legal drink. So when Lenny's 19th birthday came around, he and his pal Corky took a boat out to the middle of the lake. Lenny then stepped out of the boat and nearly drowned. Thankfully, Corky just managed to pull him to safety. Furious and all confused, Lenny went right to see his grandmother. "Grandma, it's my 19th birthday, so why can't I walk across the lake like my father, and his father before him?" Granny looked at Lenny straight in the eyes and says, "Because, you silly goose, your father, grandfather, and great-grandfather were born in January. You were born in July. If you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you know exactly who was a bullfrog."
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Do crackheads say, "I can't get high today 'cause I'm broke"? No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead hustle harder than you. A bakery owner hires a very hot woman clerk who likes to wear very short skirts and thong panties. One day a young man enters the store. He glances at the clerk and at the loaves of bread behind the counter. Noticing her short skirt and the location of the raisin bread, he has a brilliant idea. "I'd like some raisin bread, please," the man says. The clerk nods and climbs up a ladder to reach the raisin bread located on the very tippy-top shelf. The man, standing almost directly beneath her, is provided with an excellent view, just as he thought. When she descends the ladder, he decides that he'd better get 2 loaves as he's having company for dinner. As the clerk retrieves the second loaf of bread, one of the other male customers notices what's going on, and he requests his own loaf of raisin bread. After many trips up and down the ladder, giving a big show to all the customers, she's tired, irritated, and begins to wonder why the unusual interest is in the raisin bread. Top of the ladder, one more time, she looks down and glares at all the men standing below her. Then she notices an elderly man standing amongst the crowd. Thinking that she can save herself a trip, she yells at the elderly man, "Is it raisin for you too?" No, stammers the old man, but it's quivering a little. "I believe that women desire 2 things. Someone who makes them laugh and someone who makes them feel safe. So basically a clown ninja." In the jungle, there's a football or soccer match between the elephants and the insects. By halftime, the elephants are completely dominating the insects with a score of 36-0. At the start of the second half, the insects use a substitute, and brought on the millipede for the insects. And he turned out to be the best player in the whole of the jungle. When the final whistle blew, it was 37-36 for the insects. After the game, the elephant manager stomped on up to the insect manager and said, "That millipede truly is the greatest player. But why didn't you bring him on at the start of the game?" The insect manager replies, "'Cause it takes him 45 minutes to put his soccer boots on." I'm so glad that it's finally hot enough outside to complain about how hot it is. 'Cause I don't know where you are, but where I am, it's been so hot, yoga mats are turning into slip and slides. It's so hot that the mannequins in the store windows are passing out. It's so hot, ice cream trucks are selling milkshakes unintentionally. Like 'em or not, but 2.5 Men was one of the funniest shows ever, with great chemistry between the cast.
Men, manly men, manly men, manly men.
When Charlie was talking with Herb's sister, she says, "Hey Charlie, maybe you can clear something up for me. I hear that you're one successful jingle writer, but Judith says you're a sleazy drunk dirtball who passed out in a pile of money." Charlie, what's there to clear up? Susie Lee done fell in love. She planned to marry Joe. She was so happy about it all, she told her pappy so. Pappy told her, "Susie gal, you'll have to find another. I just as soon your ma don't know, but Joe's your half-brother." So Susie put aside her Joe and planned to marry Will. But after telling Pappy this, he said there's trouble still. "And please don't tell your mother, but Will and Joe and several more I know are your half-brothers." Mama knew and said, "My child, just do what makes you happy. Marry Will or marry Joe. You ain't no kin to Pappy." Hey, how cool would it be to have the job where you push scared shitless skydivers out of a plane? I believe that pornography gives young people an unrealistic and unhealthy idea of just how quickly you can get a plumber to come to your house. Me. Okay, you're super stoned and you're approaching people you see infrequently. "I will not be awkward, I will not be awkward, I will not be awkward." Person, "Hey, Tone." Me, "Good, thanks." "What you talking about, Willis?" Back in my day, this is what you'd call Portuguese surveillance. If you ever see someone wearing camouflage, make sure to walk right into them. That way they'll know it's working. The Tony Tunes word of the day: pre-gret. To know what you're about to do is so wrong, while also knowing you're going to do it anyway. Pre-gret. A man donates his blood to his wife to help keep her alive. A few years later, they divorce, and the man says he wants his blood back. So the wife throws a tampon at him and says, "Here, I'll pay monthly." A real arrogant and cocky state highway employee stopped at a farm in Wyoming and was talking with an old farmer. He told the farmer, "I need to inspect your entire farm for a possible new road that we're building around here." The old farmer said, "Okay, but please don't go into that field area of the farm." The highway employee says, "I have the authority of the state government to go where I want and need to go. You see this badge? I'm allowed to go wherever I wish on farmland." So the old farmer nodded and went about his farming chores. A few minutes later, the farmer hears some loud screams emanating from the field he told him not to go into, and he saw the state highway employee running his ass off to the nearest fence, and chasing close behind him was the farmer's prized winning bull. Bull was madder than a disturbed hornet's nest, and he was gaining on the highway employee at every step. Then the old farmer called out, "Just show him your badge."